Justine Greening suggested Sky News today that Boris Johnson and other leading Brexit voices in the cabinet may have to resign in order for Brexit to survive. The former cabinet minister, who was a vocal supporter for the Remain campaign, said the party's loud Brexiteer MPs need to compromise as soon as possible. Ms. Greening's remarks followed days of tension between the MP and Jacob Rees-Mogg, who she claimed was acting like Russia at the UN Security Council. Prime Minister Theresa May has put off a decision on the government's preferred customs option after her Brexit war cabinet failed to reach an agreement. Around 60 pro-Brexit MPs spoke out against Mrs May's preferred customs partnership option, which would see the UK collect tariffs on behalf of the EU for goods destined for the bloc. The issue of the customs partnership has become a major fault line in the cabinet, with Boris Johnson and other Brexiteers threatening to resign if they do not get their way. Ms Greening told Sophia Ridge this morning, "We need to recognise that a successful approach to Brexit is going to need compromise common not just in the country as a whole, but also in the Conservative Party, and also from them, and that is what they now need to do." We're going to have to crack a few eggs to make an omelette, I'm afraid, on the Brexit situation, and they need to recognise that. Former Education Secretary also suggested that Boris Johnson and other hardline Brexiteers may have to resign in order to keep a Brexit deal alive. She said, "I hope they can show some leadership, and I hope they can recognise it is going to require give and take, and that will require give and take from them as well." All I can say is I resigned from government and I've gone to the backbenches, and I am doing just fine, and I am enjoying the additional freedom, and I can campaign on the things that matter to me. Sky. Jetty Greening suggested that Boris Johnson may have to resign from the cabinet. Jetty Greening said the party's loud Brexiteer MPs need to compromise as soon as possible. Greening's remarks followed days of tension between the MP and Jacob Rees-Mogg. "So you are saying it wouldn't actually be too bad if some of the Brexiteers stepped down from cabinet?" Sophia Ridge then asked. "So you are saying it wouldn't actually be too bad if some of the Brexiteers stepped down from cabinet? Ms Greening refused to clarify her suggestion, adding, "I am saying we have to decide what is important to all of us." The Sky News political anchor challenged Ms Greening on what the red lines were on the more Remain side of the Conservative Party. The MP for Putney used this to refer to the recent actions of the European Research Group, saying, "I think the way to get listened to is not to send letters that get published in the paper and make ultimatums through the papers,